Hey there, this is Tracy, and today we're going to talk about strength training. I must say that I work out with weights 4 times a week, and I absolutely love it because I love the way it makes me feel. I love the way it makes me look. My husband likes it. And it just gives me a sense of power as a woman because, we're so often in the past like deemed as like weak and fragile and all that stuff. And I'm ready to show you how you can kick some butt. I don't care where you're starting from, where you're at right now, because remember, we always want to look into the future. We always want to visualize what we're going to be a year from now. And in a year's time, you can increase your strength immensely. And I'm going to show you several different ways and several different options for you to get started depending on your fitness level. Okay, so don't get overwhelmed by some of the information. We're going to start slow and then we'll build up to it, all right? So for those of you who don't know me yet, I am a health coach in California. I live on an organic farm and I am blessed to have 3 teenage boys. Well, one of them's 20, but we have just been a great life, been a stay-at-home mom, and I started getting into health and fitness about learning a lot about it around maybe 7, 8 years ago, and it's a huge passion of mine. I'm a boot camp instructor at the YMCA. I used to teach Zumba, but I'm really here to inspire you to live your best life, increase your energy because we all need more energy, to eat clean, and to get fit. So for those of you who have been working with me for a while, I want to know, at your weekend check-in, what's good and new? And how is your food going? How is your exercise and your water? And are you writing in your journal and doing your homework? I love when I hear that people are doing that. So strength training, why should we lift weights? Well, a couple of the reasons are it increases our muscle and it increases our bone density. And those are 2 things that start diminishing with age. You see that some older people, or a lot of older people, who are more frail, and that's something that weightlifting will help you avoid. And on Mayo Clinic, they say that lifting weights, okay, by stressing your bones, strength training increases bone density and reduces the risk of osteoporosis. As you gain muscle, your body begins to burn calories more efficiently. And I know many of you are very interested in that. The other reason is because muscle takes up less space than fat, okay? So on your body. I hear this all the time, oh, muscle weighs more than fat. Well, no, it doesn't. It just takes up less space because a pound of muscle weighs a pound and a pound of fat weighs a pound. But if you look at this, you'll see that there's more space created by the fat. And then you will look better in these. Those are my favorite Miss Me jeans. Love them. Another reason why you need to lift weights or do strength training is because more muscle will give you a faster metabolism. So on Livestrong's website, I found this, and it concurred with a couple other research sites I looked at, that a pound of muscle burns 5.5 times as many calories as a pound of fat. So a pound of muscle will burn 6.5 calories, whereas a pound of fat only will consume 1.2. So the more muscle you have, the more your basal metabolic rate will go up. And it's not a huge amount, but it is an amount, right? And everything counts. So think about this. So the BMI, the index, is the body mass index, which a lot of physicians go by, I believe is very, very archaic, because I don't think you can just look at a person's height and weight. You need to look at body composition, and that's what helps with strength training. So imagine girl A is 5'6" and 140, and she's fit. She's a 20% body fat and maybe a size 6 or 4, somewhere probably around that range. And girl B is 5'6" and 140, okay? But she's soft. She doesn't lift weights. She doesn't work out. She's soft. She's 40% body fat, and she's a size 10, maybe a 12. So it's 2 different pictures here, and what's going to change your body composition is lifting weights, increasing muscle and decreasing fat. So here's some options, and I'm going to start with some very basic options and then move up. So depending on exactly where you are in your own fitness level, there's lots of options to choose from, okay? So since we are on Chris Powell's team, the first thing I'm going to do is recommend his DVDs. His boot camp and his workout DVDs will help you, and it's something that you can do at home, no equipment needed type thing, just work out at home. Another thing would be body weight exercises, which you can find some great solutions in Chris's 2 books. So we have Choose to Lose and we have Choose More, Lose More. And that's the second one. So for a beginner, I say choose to lose. And for more intermediate, do the second book, Choose More, Lose More. Okay, because the second book actually is more advanced exercises. So if you're a complete rookie, I would say start with Choose to Lose. And in those books, it's a lot of things like push-ups, sit-ups, squats, lunges, things like that. So the shaper exercises are from Choose to Lose. And then in Choose More, Lose More, we have these 9-minute missions. Now, Chris says wake up in the morning and do them, like 9 minutes. Everybody can afford 9 minutes in the morning, and that way you're going to kickstart your metabolism and get yourself ready. And another thing to do would be some YouTube videos, for variety. So on YouTube, you can find all kinds of crazy good exercise videos. So just search up, strength training or whatever you want to work on, and you can find lots of help there. Now, exercise bands are phenomenal because body weight is great, but sometimes it's not enough. And so when you move on to the next step, getting an exercise band like this, you can do bicep curls, you can do chest press, you can do pulls for your back, which is really hard to work oftentimes. And you can do your triceps, your shoulders, you can do everything with one of these types of body bands. And oftentimes you can get like a little video with it. Now, these are things that we have in our house because, I have my boys and they like to lift. So those are power block dumbbells so that you don't have to have, a set of every little weight. We have those that go up to, I think, about 85 pounds each. Or you have kettlebells, and kettlebells are really growing in popularity. A lot of people like to do things like kettlebell swings. And what I recommend is lifting 3 days a week if you're going to do something like this. So Chris always says to do 3 days of strength training a week. And so say, for instance, you're going to do a split, like day 1, you would do, say, chest, back, and abs. Day 2, you could do legs and abs. And then day 3, shoulders and arms. So your arms would be your biceps and your triceps. And then I'm just always going to throw abs in there because even if you did little things like planks and a few sit-ups, it's always, always good to work your abs, okay? And always have a day in between your strength training if you can. Now, there's also weights inside of a gym. So some of you guys have access to gyms, which gives you access to machines, dumbbells, free weights, barbells, things like that. And you would do the same type of split with your at-home dumbbells that you would at a gym, okay? So it's always good. Or you can mix it up and do a full body workout and just do less, okay? And then repeat that, making sure you always have a day in between so you're not overtraining. And if you're at the gym, I'm sure there's access to trainers that can put you on a very specific program. And just like carb cycling, you want to mix your workout up. Your body will adapt and get used to anything that you do all the time. And so it's really, really good for you to be able to mix up your program and do everything differently. So choose 1 or 2 of these ideas, okay? I hope that you now see the benefit of strength training. It will reshape your body. It will boost your metabolism. It will strengthen your bones. It will make you feel great. Actually, you'll kick in endorphins and you'll get in better shape, okay? And we want to grow old in health and we want to be strong. You see that new saying that strong is the new sexy or strong is the new skinny. So I think it's pretty funny, but I do like being strong. So choose something that you know that you can commit to that can fit in your lifestyle and schedule that appointment with yourself and keep that promise with yourself. We don't want to break promises. Okay, that wraps up our information on strength training, and I hope that you were inspired to go out and pump some iron. I hope you see the benefits for your own self and that you can actually find a method a solution that will fit into your lifestyle and that will complement your current fitness level, okay? Don't push too hard too fast. Find something that you can do now, and then you can always, increase that and upgrade later, okay? So please post any questions on Facebook, the High Energy Girl page, and join us for our live Q&A conference call where I will answer any questions that you have, 5:30 Pacific time on Monday evenings, okay? So that does it. Have a great weekend, a great rest of your week. Eat clean and work hard and love yourself then.